Hallo en welkom by Namibië sonder grense. Vandag kuier ons by Bianca Airey-Fourie wat tans in Conway, Arkansas woon. Sy is aanvanklik oor na die VSA om te au pair en het later besluit om daar te studeer en is tans besig met haar sielkundegraad by die University of Central Arkansas. Sy is 2 jaar gelede by die huis gewees en is opgewonde om binnekort graad te vang en terug te keer na Namibië. Bly ook ingeskakel want nadat ons met Bianca gesels het, loer ons in by Aleta vanuit die Caymanse eilande. Bianca is die 3de persoon van die University of Central Arkansas waarmee ons gesels hier op Namibië sonder grense. Ons het in vorige episodes met Natalie Lou gesels wat ook daar studeer en vir die universiteit atletiek doen en Bianca en Natalie woon eintlik nou saam in 'n woonstel. Timon Dresselaars wat al 2 keer hier op ons program was, het ook daar studeer, maar het intussen graad gevang en is nou terug in Namibië. Bianca vertel vir ons vandag meer van haar ervaring.
Hi, I'm Bianca Airey-Fourie. I am a Windhoeker who is currently living in the States. I grew up in Windhoek, Namibia. Went to VIS, I grew up there, all my family's there, pets, friends, everyone's there. But I am currently in the States. I have been here for like 5.5 years now. So yeah, right after graduation, when I matriculated, I moved over to the US. I moved to Louisiana first, and I was an au pair for 2 years. So I lived with the family, I looked after their kids, and I just became part of their family. And yeah, then after that, Timon Dresselaars was actually here in Conway, and one weekend I came to visit and I fell in love with the campus and I was like, I'm coming here too. So after I finished my au pair journey, I transferred over here to UCA, where I am now a senior. I'll be graduating in May, so I'm super excited. So yeah, I've been living in Conway now for the past 2.5 years. I've been staying on campus in the apartments here. Yeah, so I am a psych major, which I absolutely love. Psychology is definitely my thing. Totally love it. I also did criminology, and then I've got a second minor in honorary interdisciplinary studies. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I absolutely love all my classes here. It's been going really great, and I'm super excited to graduate in May. Then I get to come home, which would be really nice because it's been a while. I think by the time I come home, it'll have been 2 years again since I've been home. So I'm very excited. Staying in the US has definitely been a journey. I've met some incredible people, and the culture is somewhat, especially in the South, is somewhat similar to back home. So that definitely made it easier to transition here. But it's been really good, especially the campus I'm on. It's so diverse, and there's so many international kids. I think like 20% of the population here are children or like students just from Africa. So it's been really great. We've like bumped into South Africans in Little Rock, we've bumped into other Namibians. Like it's been crazy the amount of people that's here and the diversity that's here. But it's been really nice, especially having other Namibians here. Like Timon was here, Natalie Lou's here. Like I live with her now, she's my roomie. But it's been really nice to also have people from back home here. It made transitioning a lot easier, and culturally it was nice to have people that understood you and like got your jokes, and we can switch into Afrikaans when we need to, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's been really good. So I'm currently on campus. Let me show you. So this season is about to change. So the leaves are going to start changing real soon. And yeah, then it's going to start getting cold, which is not fun. Except now, which is something we never got back home, is we get snow days here, which is really nice. So we'll just get like an extra like 2-3 days off because of snow, because you can't walk on campus because it's slippery, you know, people can fall, people can't drive in. So you basically just get a few days off. So we're hoping for that. So we had snow days in January, and it was amazing because it always hit at the end of the week. So they'd have to close school Thursday, Friday, we'd have the weekend off, go back to school on Monday because it would have melted. And then by Thursday, they've had to cancel school again because there'd been more snow. And we just had like 4 weeks where we just had extended weekends. It's fabulous. Yeah, so what about UCA? Like, it's been a really interesting journey. There's definitely been stuff that I've struggled to adjust to, like the food. We have much better food in Namibia, no offense. Here it's something I really struggle with, especially if I've left the country and had to come back. Like those first few days, like the food, it just makes you kind of nauseous and that kind of stuff. So that's definitely been a challenge. Another challenge is there are actually still language barriers. So even though they speak English and I speak English, it's very different. And so there'd be some phrases I'd say and nobody understands me, or there's something they say and with their accent I don't understand them, even though we're both speaking English. It's kind of crazy. It's like a running joke that I have with some people that we just can't agree on certain things. Like here, like back home we'd say orientated, here they say oriented. Back home we learned something, here they learned something. We call it butter, they call it butter. Like there's just some interesting differences that makes the experience what it is. I will say some really cool like new experiences I've had here is like going to football games, like American football games. We actually had one this past weekend and homecoming's coming in 2 weeks. It's actually crazy. So we have something called tailgating. So we have a street like just at the back of the school and it's this long street and people just come in their buckies. They set up tents and gazebos all the way down the street. People bring their braais with them and it's basically one big party on the street before the football game. Then the marching band comes through and there's music and the football team runs through and everyone's cheering and going crazy. And then then only the football game begins. And that's really, it's interesting to see. I understand the rules now a little bit better than what I did when I first got here. But it's actually really interesting and it's good to see that part of their culture, because back home we just kind of see that stuff on TV, but actually being here I'm able to experience it, which is really, really cool. But it's also difficult to then try explain that to somebody back home who hasn't been able to experience it. So hopefully with these videos, like we get to share that with other people. So I don't know if you can hear it, but the marching band's actually busy practicing because we now have another home game this weekend. Which is really, really cool. Football's really big here. Everyone has their teams. They support fearlessly. There's a joke about football at least every Sunday at church. Like it's a very big thing in the community here. But it's actually quite fun to watch. It just takes forever. Like it's crazy because the game is actually split into quarters. So it's just 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. So technically it's supposed to take an hour, but games can go up to 3 hours because they stop, start, stop, start. So that can be challenging to watch. So Nat and I usually dip out a little bit early, but it's really good to experience. Everyone gets dressed up and everything. It's really, really fun. Other things, our student center on campus, which is where we can buy food and has a lot of other things that we need as students, but the food varieties in the student cafeteria is really good. We've got sushi, we've got like a bagel restaurant, we've got a chicken restaurant, pizza, Chinese, we've got like a sandwich shop, and that's just like in the one area, which is really good. So I'm there like 3 times a week. It's really, really good. And one of my other favorite things about campus is we have a Starbucks in our library. So whenever you're going to do homework or grabbing something, you typically end up at Starbucks. And yeah, so I'm there a lot. They know my face. Yeah, America has been really good, but I am excited to come home. You know, like I haven't seen my family, I haven't seen some of my friends, I haven't seen my dogs and my tortoise and just everybody. It would be really great to see everybody again and catch up. So I am very excited. It will be sad to leave this place because this has been my life. Like America has been my life for the past like 5 years when I leave. Yeah, it'll be 5 years that this is where I've been and this is what I've been used to. So I think it will be an adjustment going back home as well, because there's going to be those cultural shocks, and I've been living by myself for the past 5 years, and then when I go home I'll be back with my parents, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm excited to go home and to be around like my people again and just to be able to like breathe. And there's no humidity back home, which is great, because here it can get to like 95% humidity and you're basically dying. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to having like a decent braai. Like I'm so ready for it. And also they drive on the wrong side of the road here, which is you get used to it, and then you can like flip around, but it's just nice to be on the right side of the road and the right side of the car. Like it's just small things like that you really miss without even realizing it. Like when I was gone for the first 2 years, I can't believe I actually missed our taxis. Like the way our taxis drive is actually what I missed, because I'm like, everyone here drives so properly that it's kind of boring, but you know, our taxis, that add some flavor to the road. So it sounds really dumb, but that's something you miss. The shops, miss the shops, because like when you come shopping here, you're used to like how Checkers looks, how Spar looks, like you know the layout, and when you come here and you've got like a giant Walmart, you don't know where to find anything. The selection here is so big, like it's crazy. So I'm excited to just to be home and in my own environment again. It's going to be really, really nice, and just to be surrounded by Afrikaans people again. I'm really, really excited, but I'm very thankful and very blessed for the opportunity I've had here, because I know this isn't an opportunity that everyone gets to have, and I am very blessed and I am very lucky to be here, and that's why I'm working as hard as I can to make the most of it. But it's been really, really good. And yeah, I'm excited that I get to share this story with people, and I hope it maybe answers some questions about what it's like here to live in the US. And yeah, thank you for listening. Bye.
Aleta was in Julie vanjaar hier op Namibië sonder grense en het haar hele storie met ons gedeel en gaan vandag weer met ons gesels en vir ons vertel wat is alles nuut by haar sedert ons laaste kuiertjie.
Hallo, my naam is Aleta. Ek is darm nog steeds 27 jaar oud. Ek het groot geword in Walvisbaai en ek werk tans as 'n ouditeur in die Cayman Islands. So ek is hier vandag om vir julle 'n update te gee oor wat die laaste 3 maande met my gebeur het. Maar kom ek begin by waar ek fisies nou is. Ek sit vandag by Cemetery Beach. Ja, julle het reg gehoor. My view is 'n begrafplaas waar julle die mooi see kry. Baie van die strande of baie van die begraafplase in Cayman is spesifiek op strande, want toe die eerste mense hier aangekom het, hulle het nie regtig om te gee oor mooi beach views en so nie. Hulle het net gesien, okay, die grond is makliker om op te grawe hier by die strande. So kom ons begrawe die mense sommer hier, en hulle het meer aan die binneland gebly daar waar die mooiste strande nou nie is nie. So die grootste update of ding wat gebeur het die laaste ruk was die orkaan. So julle mag dalk gehoor het van Hurricane Ian. Maar kom ek vertel julle dit uit my perspektief af. So ons het die Dinsdag by die kantoor aangekom en 'n e-mail gekry. Die manager of die vennote het vir ons almal 'n e-mail gestuur wat sê Cayman is op 'n storm watch. Wat beteken daar's 'n storm wat gevorm het en hulle voorspel dat dit direk oor Cayman gaan kom en dan aangaan. So almal was redelik chill toe ons daai e-mail gekry het. Maar toe donderdagmiddag, toe verander die voorspelling en sê, okay, teen die tyd wat dit by Cayman gaan aankom, gaan dit 'n category 1 hurricane wees. Dit is die laagste kategorie van 'n hurricane, maar dit is nog steeds 'n hurricane. En dit het toe paniek veroorsaak. So donderdag aand was die winkels verskriklik besig. Dit het my laat dink aan toe COVID net begin het, toe almal ewe skielik toiletpapier gekoop het. Maar hierdie keer was dit net blikkies kos en batterye. So ja, maar wat vir my baie impressive was donderdag aand was die winkels uitverkoop, maar Vrydag was hulle weer restock. Vrydag aand was hulle uitverkoop en Saterdag was dit weer restock. Die voorspelling het toe verander die Saterdagmiddag. Saterdagmiddag hoor ons nee, dit gaan nie meer direk oor Cayman kom nie. Dit gaan 'n hurricane category 1 wees, maar net nie direk oor Cayman nie. En ons is baie verlig daaroor. Op die ou einde het dit omtrent so 130 km van ons coastline af verbygegaan. So ons nog steeds baie reën en water of baie reën en wind gekry, maar niks so erg soos in Florida nie. So hoekom dit so erg was teen die tyd wat dit by Florida aangekom het, is omdat ons seewater warm is, maak dit, ek weet nie, ek is nou nie baie science nie, maar blykbaar veroorsaak dit dat die hurricane net sterker word. So die tyd wat dit teen Florida se coastline aangekom het, was dit al 'n category 3 hurricane. Obviously is dit net een dag wat ons geaffekteer sou wees deur die hurricane. So hoekom wil die mense paniek goed gaan koop? Maar wat die hurricane so erg maak is dat as die winde 'n sekere spoed bereik op die eiland, dan skakel die regering die krag af vir veiligheidsdoeleindes. Of En dit kan ook tydkeer maak dat dit moeiliker is om die krag weer aan te skakel of van die lyne breek. So ons almal moes voorberei om sonder water en krag te wees vir 3 dae. Okay, so ek het vroeër genoem van batterye, maar onthou net as die krag af is die aircon ook af. As die aircon af is dit so warm. So almal het gaan battery operated fans koop. Ek het self vir my een gekry. Is so 'n mini een. Almal het obviously nog groter dit gekry, maar teen die tyd wat ek aangekom het, was hulle uit. Wat vir my die mees frustrerendste was van die hurricane is die woonstel waarin ek bly se vensters is nie die nuutste nie. So om ons te beskerm moet ons hurricane shutters hê. Dit is sulke basies staalgordyne aan die buitekant van jou vensters en dit sluit jy toe die aand voor die tyd. So dit is toegemaak en gesluit en jy kan dit fisies nie oopmaak voordat die hurricane verby is nie. So ek kon heeltyd net al die geluide hoor en winde en reën hoor en ek kon niks sien nie. Okay, maar 'n bietjie minder depressiewe nuus. Na my vorige video, ek is nie regtig die tipe wat oordryf nie. So glo my as ek sê, my ma het ten minste 4 keer vir my genoem dat ek niks van die skilpaaie gesê het nie. Vir haar is die beste ding van Cayman die skilpaaie. En dit maak sin dat dit is vir my ook 'n baie cool ding. Dit is immers op ons vlag. So kom ek vertel 'n bietjie van die skilpaaie. So toe Cayman ontdek was, toe was die grootste manier van lewe en eet was om skilpaaie te vang, dood te maak en hulle vleis te eet. So dit het veroorsaak dat die skilpaaie population baie verminder het. So op die oomblik is die regering besig om hulle beste te doen om dit te herstel, om seker te maak dat die skilpaaie nie extinct raak nie. So hier is 'n Cayman Turtle Center. Dit is 'n center wat mens kan gaan besoek waar mens met die skilpaaie kan interact. So jy kan met hulle, jy kan op aan hulle paar van hulle vat en jy kan saam met hulle gaan snorkel en so. So dit is regtig cool. En hulle doen ook moeite om skilpaaie te broei en groot te maak en van hulle word weer release in die see in waar 'n paar gehou word om aan te hou broei. As deel van ons volunteerwerk by my werk, het ek ook daartoe gegaan vir een van hulle programme waar ons fisies die skilpaaie kon hanteer en bietjie, ons het nie met hulle gespeel nie, hulle is baie swaar. Maar anyway, so ons kan met hulle interact. Hoe die eiers gebroei word. Dit was vir my die mees interessante ding. So die vrou kom uit as sy swanger is en dan kom sy uit strand toe. Dan grawe sy 'n diep gat. So dis nie oppervlakkig nie, dis soos 1 meter of 'n halwe meter diep gat. En dan lê sy haar eiers daarin, skop hulle toe en dan chila sy, dan sy weg. En sy sê, okay, doen julle ding. Die rede hoekom sy ook nie regtig op die beach kan bly nie is, daar is mense wat sien, okay, daai skilpad kom uit om eiers te lê. En dan, as hy klaar eiers gelê het, dan steel hulle haar. Hulle noem dit poaching. Ons ken poaching in Namibia. So hulle poach haar en dit is baie hartseer. Grawe hulle self nou op na die bokant van die sand toe. En dan, hoe hulle self by die see uitkry, is om na die maan toe te gaan. So as hulle lig sien, weet hulle, okay, daai is die see, want die maan is by die see. Ja, en dan gaan hulle daartoe. Maar wat hartseer is, partykeer word die nes gelê daar waar 'n hotel of 'n huis is met 'n stoep en die stoep het 'n lig. En dan, as die maan nie daar is nie, en daar's nou 'n stoeplig, dan dink hulle daai stoeplig is die maan. En dan gaan hulle in die verkeerde rigting in. En dan maak hulle dit nie tot by die see nie, wat baie hartseer is. Die regering het ook 'n span wat uithelp met skilpaaie om seker te maak hulle word goed opgepas. So die span, as hulle op 'n eiernes afkom, dan sal hulle dit merk en probeer bereken wanneer die eiernes gaan uitbroei. Dit vat omtrent so 30 dae. So dan sal hulle seker maak daar's iemand daar fisies by die nes wanneer dit uitbroei om seker te maak die kleintjies maak dit see toe. Wat ook cool is van hierdie span, toe ons die hurricane warning kry, toe het hierdie span gegaan en na al die neste toe gegaan wat in 'n risiko was om te verspoel, hulle die neste uitgehaal en op 'n veilige plek gaan neerlê. Wat baie interessant is ook, die temperatuur van die sand bepaal die geslag van die turtles. So as die temperatuur bo sekere getal is, dan is dit meisies. En as die temperatuur onder 'n sekere temperatuur is, dan is dit seentjies. Maar ja, ek moet saam met my ma stem, die skilpaaie is regtig baie cool. Dit is veral verskriklik cool om saam met hulle te scuba dive of self snorkel. Hulle is net so majestic in die water en hulle doen dit hulle. Ek het ook onlangs 'n baie cool sport ontdek. Ek het dit nie ontdek nie, maar ek het dit ontdek vir myself as dit sin maak. Pickelball. So pikkel, soos daai klein klomp komkommers wat suur is, wat in so in die suurwater lê. Pickelball. Dis 'n baie interessante sport. Dit is 'n groter weergawe van tafeltennis, maar 'n kleiner weergawe van tennis. En dis 'n baie sosiale sport. So niemand raak kwaad as jy die bal mislaan of nou nie jou beste speel nie. Een van die mees interessantste reëls van hierdie sport is dat daar area van die baan is waar jy vir 'n sekere tyd nie in mag wees nie. Soos jou voete mag nie in daai area wees nie. En daai area word die kitchen genoem. So hoekom dit die kitchen genoem word is die sport was ontwerp deur 4 dronkmans. Hulle was soos men don't belong in the kitchen. Ek weet dis nie die mees modernste uitkyk nie, maar dit is snaaks en omdat dit 'n sosiale sport is, dink ek mens moet meer die funny kant daarvan sien. Iets wat ek besef het, hoe ek petrolpryse verstaan is in Namibië, miskien Suid-Afrika ook, is die petrolpryse word gereguleer deur die regering. So al die petrolstasies in Walvis byvoorbeeld moet dieselfde petrolpryse hê en al die petrolpryse in Swakop is dieselfde en al die pryse in Omaruru is dieselfde. Dis hoe ek het nog altyd verstaan, ek mag dalk verkeerd is. Maar toe ek hier aankom, toe dog ek, die hele wêreld werk so. En toe gooi ek petrol in. Ek gooi petrol in en ek besef, elke petrolstasie in Cayman kan self besluit wat hulle die petrolprys wil maak. So gooi ek nog die hele tyd petrol in by die duurste plek. Ja, so ek het daarom nog geskuif na 'n goedkoper plek toe. Hulle is nie so nice nie, maar goedkoper is goedkoper, né? Gepraat van nog iets wat nie dieselfde werk soos in Namibië nie. Ek weet nie wie van julle al by 'n rossing was nie, of dalk enige myn. So as mens by 'n myn parkeer, moet jy altyd in reverse, en aan die einde, soos jou agterste wiel, moet oor so 'n bar gaan, om seker te maak jou kar rol nie. Dit is alles vir veiligheidsdoeleindes. So jy moet reverse en jou agterste wiele moet oor so 'n klein bar gaan. Ek het 29 Desember 2021 uit kwarantyne uitgekom. En dit was die aand 9:00. Toe kry ek my huurkaart en ek ry toe na die plek waar ek moet incheck vir my verblyf na kwarantyne. En ek sien hulle het ook soeke bars soos dit by Rossing is. Maar ek sien niemand parkeer soos 'n mens moet parkeer soos by Rossing nie. En ek dink, "Jesu, hierdie mense weet nie wat hulle doen nie. Kom ek wys vir hulle hoe parkeer 'n mens." Maar julle, ek moet sê, daai bars is nie klein bars nie. Dit is soos bakstene wat daar lê. En toe sê ek soos, okay, maar ek doen dit net reg van die begin af. En ek parkeer toe en ek ref my kar om oor die bar te kom, maar my kar wil nie, hy het weier om oor te gaan. So hoog is dit. En toe gee ek net op. Want as die ander mense dit doen nie, hulle gaan nie vir my 'n ticket gee omdat ek dit doen nie. Toe besef ek later, dit is nie daar om seker te maak jou kar rol nie. Dit is daar om seker te maak, jy parkeer nie te naby aan die sypaadjie nie, en dan blokkeer die mense wat daar moet stap nie. Ek het so dom gevoel toe ek dit besef het, en ek is so bly, ek kon nie fisies oor dit kom nie, want ek sou die kar seermaak. In die foto kan julle sien, die bar kom tot hier, dis my hand size. dis hoe hoog die bar was. Ek ook 'n New York trip beplan vir Januarie. Dan gaan ek bietjie New York en Niagara Falls toe, of as jy my suster is, dan is dit Niagara Falls. Ja. Maar ja, okay, dis dit. Ek wil net laastens vir julle sê, ek sien baie uit daarna om Walvisie te gaan, om bietjie saam met my ma tee te drink, saam met my suster te lag oor alles en enigiets, en saam met my pa TV te kyk terwyl hy aan die slaap raak. Okay, bye julle.
En dit is al vir vandag se episode van Namibië sonder grense. Baie dankie dat julle saam met ons gekuier het. As jy 'n Namibiër is wat in die buiteland woon, of jy weet dalk van iemand wat perfek sal wees vir ons program, stuur gerus my 'n e-pos na kristien@rbkyn.com.na. As jy na ouer episodes van Namibië sonder grense wil kyk, gaan eenvoudig na www.networkmediahub.com. Ek sien julle almal weer volgende week.